Alright, we are live. Welcome to Flight Sim. I am Mike. I will be your host and your captain for today. So, balik tayo sa F-18 Hornet, guys. Kahapon, we were trying to track IR-5 on the, what do you call this, the A-10 Warthog. It was a very successful mission. It was very fun to use. So, I'm, trying to use the track IR-5, on the, using the Hornet, by the way. So, that's what I'm going to be doing right now. So, it's the first time I'm going to be flying the Hornet using the track IR-5. John Enamoria has liked the stream. Maraming salamat, John. Yon, as usual, as with most of our missions or combat flights, we're gonna do some role playing here. So we're currently embarked on the deck of the zoom out tayo. Ito. Patay natin yung sound muna. Yan. The USS Abraham Lincoln Battle Group, right? So makita nyo dito, it's composed of numerous ships. Here you have here a Ticonderoga class destroyer. Sorry, a cruiser. I think I have 3 Arleigh Burke destroyers as well. And this is one. This is another one. And this is the main aircraft carrier for this battle group, which is the Abraham Lincoln, like I said. Ito naman is the USS America, which is a Tarawa class, LHS, LHA, sorry. And then we have a bunch of other Arleigh Burke destroyers here. In front, we have like a frigate, a smaller ship. It's leading the way. So anyway, we are currently in the region of the Caucasus, right? So iba naman yung kalaban natin yun, usually China or insurgents or whatever. But for this particular mission, we are going to be, man, so just like the stream, maraming salamat na man. We are going to be fighting against Russians for this particular mission. And let me tell you, I guess, like the situation currently, right? So yung situation natin currently is that we have a B-1 Lancer that was shot down over enemy territory. Okay, so let me give you an overview of that. So the B-1 Lancer, if you're familiar with your military technology, I'm a hobbyist, so medyo familiar ako dito. So this is the B-1B Lancer. It was shot down in enemy territory, right? So it's probably not the most advanced, I would say, like bomber in the United States Air Force, bomber fleet, but it is a supersonic, bomber. And it's a part of the United States military. The nuclear triad is what they call it, right? So right now, it crashed into enemy-controlled territory, and there is a recovery crew, trying to study and basically chinachap-chap nila aeroplano and take it back to R&D or research and development, right? So we can't have that. What we need to do is destroy this aircraft before it's taken away by the Russians. So there are Russians already in the site. The pilot in this particular scenario is already dead, right? So we don't have to worry about him. Our goal is to destroy this aircraft at all costs. Now, may problema tayo. Ang problema natin is it's too far inland, right? Our battle group is right here. It is, in range of, I would say, like conventional Tomahawk land attack cruise missiles. But at the same time, there's also a problem. The SAM, or surface-to-air missile footprint in the region is crazy, right? So if you look at the red, circles, that's the SAM ranges, right? So even if, what do you call this? Mark Aaron Villasis is like the stream. Maraming salamat, Mark. Even if I fire, or if the fleet fires like a Tomahawk cruise missile, there's just no viable route, right? Mangyayari dito, that missile is just going to be shot down by one of the SAM installations here. There's an SA-10 launcher here, which is a very formidable, what do you call this? Surface-to-air missile launcher. Let's just take a look at that. Masyado ba ako mataas? I probably am, but it's there somewhere, right? It's hidden somewhere in this region, right? So we can't just launch it from the fleet. Now, the opportunity that we have is, and this is our current mission, is that we're gonna launch a flight of F-18s from the Abraham Lincoln, which is gonna be our job. And from there, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be walking in a new ordinance that I'm learning. So ito yung masaya sa DCS. Ang daming weapon systems, ang daming platforms na kailangan matutunan. And I'm currently learning about like precision munitions, right? So we're gonna be using the SLAM-ER, or the Standoff Land Attack Missile, Expanded Response. So we need to walk it through around here. Makita nyo, may mga areas na hindi naman nag-overlap yung red circles. So we need to make sure that we walk in the missile through this area. And make sure that we program the missile to avoid surface-to-air missile threats, right? So that said, what we need to do is make sure that i-launch natin siya somewhere deeper into enemy territory, program it in a way that magkakaroon siya ng steer points and it will steer itself to the right direction. So ito yung corridor na na-identify natin. This one, there's a couple of ships here that have air defenses then, so medyo mahirap yan. We'll need to launch the missile somewhere in this region right here, and then what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be programming the missile to bank right to hit that target. Clayton ni Horace like this. Maraming salamat, Clayton. So this is the target. It is crazy far. It's like 150 miles away, right? The missile has that range, you know what I mean. But at the same time, it's dependent on altitude and speed. So I'll show you that that missile right now. So going back to the cockpit, we are carrying 2x harms or high speed anti-radiation missiles because of the SAM threat. So we need to be able to defend ourselves. But ito yung ginagamit natin. It's the AGM-84H SLAM ER, or the Standoff Land Attack Missile ER. For all intents and purposes, it is a cruise missile. So yun yung gagawin natin. Gagamitin natin siya to destroy the target further inland. The problem is, and the complication is that we need to go closer into enemy controlled airspace, right? So that's the challenge, right? But it's a challenge that we need to do. Wala ibang paraan, walang route yung missile natin. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be catapult launching from the Abraham Lincoln. Joshua Kadukoy has liked the stream. Maraming salamat. So we're going to be launching from the Abraham Lincoln, and from there, going to enemy-controlled airspace, launching from somewhere here, and just like bugging out from there. Batsi na tayo pagka-launch natin the missile. It's self-navigating, it's self-propelled, and it's fire and forget. The challenge is getting it to the launch point. Yun lang yung challenge, okay? And now we also have a problem here. There's a cap or combat air patrol of MiG-29As there, but we'll take care of that as soon as we get there. We'll worry about that. Anyway, I'm going to restart the simulation. We're going to start from the flight deck, and then we're going to go through our startup procedures, okay? Thank you so much for joining me, everyone who is watching on Facebook, everyone who is watching on YouTube as well. Teka lang. Nagre-restart na naman si computer. Yan, track IR device plug. Buti na mangyari yan ngayon kaysa mamaya. Medyo olats. Okay, so there we go, it's working. So we're gonna be departing from the Abraham Lincoln, like I said. Hopefully it loads properly. Nagkaka-issue tayo sa hardware lately for some reason. Alright, let's get started. We're on the at the cockpit of the F-18. We'll close the canopy para hindi maingay. Okay, so what else am I going to be needing to do here? I need to make sure my throttles are working. And they are. Are you working? Yes, you're working now. All right. So that's good. What we need to do now is look at our battery. Turn that on. Battery switch is on. We're gonna turn on our APU switch as well. There we go. Wait for that to be green. Configure some of our doodads here. Radar to operational. INS to IFA. DDIs to day. Adjust the brightness of our HUD. Turn on the multifunction color display. Uncage our SAI, which is this one. Just give that a turn. APU is on. I will crank my right engine. Engine crank, and we should just wait for our engines to spool up, right? So for those of you who just joined us, we are going to be doing a precision strike against a downed enemy or friendly aircraft, which is a B-1B Lancer for this particular mission. And it's our job to take that down before it falls into enemy hands. So that is the role play that we're going to be doing for this mission. We are at 30. I can move now to throttle idle on my right engine and wait for that to spool up, and you can see that it is spooling up. So yeah, if you're interested in the hardware I'm using a Track IR5, which is clipped to the brim of my hat right now. For for DCS, ginagamit ko rin yung Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog as my flight control surface stick. Sorry.
Roll left.
Stick. So we're waiting for that.
Flight controls.
Set up our DDIs.
Flight controls.
Menu. We need to be at FCS. FCS. We need to do our built-in tests and adjust for trim to stabilizer trim to 16 actually for our word. we are having what they call an asymmetrical load. So medyo kailangan natin mag-trim ng maayos mamaya. But that shouldn't be a problem for us. Anyway, balik tayo dito. Here we need to configure our HUD. Balik tayo dito sa HUD. Alright. Here naman, we need to turn on our radar warning system. We need to designate waypoint number 6 as our target. 40 mics, that's good. Okay. And then we're gonna crank our left engine. So our left engine is cranking, as you can see. And just wait for that to reach 30 RPM. Sequence, please. Alright, that's good to go. And now we are going to be rolling out in a bit. Okay. I think we should be good to go. FCS here, reset. Done. Onboard oxygen needs to be on. Hindi ko na makalimutan yun. Magba-blackout tayo nyan. Alright, so we should be good to go. At this point, I can crank or move my left engine throttle to idle. So we're ready for flight in a bit. We're going to be using Catapult 2. And we should be ready to go. Move ko lang to ng konti. Ayan, para mas may space ako. Okay, I think we should be ready to go. MFCD is already configured. I don't like that mode, so I'm going to switch back to monochrome, boring, green. Alrighty, let's roll out. Hopefully I don't die on takeoff because, again, asymmetrical load, right? So we can ask the crew to remove the wheel chocks now.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
I can disable my emergency brakes or parking brakes.
Copy.
Arm my ejection seat. Set my
Wheel chocks are
seatbelt.
now removed.
Kyle Yavias like the stream. Hey Kyle, how's it going, man? Alright, so for those who have just joined us, so we are going to be educating ourselves in how the SLAM ER works. So that's a precision long-range guided missile, land attack missile. Okay, so I think we should be good to go. Tanggal na ba yung chocks? Yep, indeed. Alright, let's go. Let's roll out. Nose wheel steering high. APU off. Let's move to Cat 2. Unfold my wings. My wings are still unfolding, I think. Follow this guy's directions. My expectation is for me to bank wildly to the right as soon as I take off. I haven't yet figured out how to properly trim yung yung asymmetrical loads. All right. Launch bar. Okay, so let's wait for the aircraft to be configured for flight. Jet blast deflector up. Okay, so move up to the launch mechanism. Okay, that's good. Then this LSO or deck crew, not LSO, that's a landing signals officer, will transfer control to the shooter, which is the guy to his right. He should tell me to spool up my engine soon and get ready for cat launch. Flaps half for this takeoff. Sorry, a couple of other things. I need to enable my dispensers. Master arm should be off at this point. Engine throttle up. And we're going to give the ground crew the salute, which gives them the go ahead to launch. Cat launch in a bit. And here we go. Cat launch. There we go. As expected, I'm banking wildly to right. Gear is up. I need to fix my trim immediately. There we go. I want to climb to around 10,000 feet. Team. Alright. There's the battle group. 2,000 feet. Let's do a higher pitch for climb. And we are on our first waypoint. Alright, sounds good. Waypoint designate number 6. Alright, sounds good. Okay, so let's just make sure our trim is fixed at this point. I'll level off a little bit here. I'll continue to climb around Angels 12 or 12,000 feet. Looks like the trim is fixed, if I'm not mistaken. And at this point, I'm going to switch to my air radar. Flaps up. Attack radar. And there we go. Okay. So scan 44 bars. SCS right. There we go. So we're waiting for my wingman to rejoin me in formation. While I do that, I will throttle down a little bit.
Rolling.
Rolling as a 2. Adjust my radar height. In this view, I would like my stores placed if possible. Master arm on, just in case we have any threats. So scanning to my radar, I don't see any aerial threats at this point. We don't have AWAC support for this particular mission. Stores, harm override is off. Harm TR. There's some spikes. So we just need to follow. We need to strictly follow the waypoints here, because if not, we're gonna risk being shot down by surface-to-air missiles. Again, yung surface-to-air missile footprint in this area is crazy. We're venturing into enemy-controlled territory, and it's gonna be tight. We need to make sure that we follow that waypoint sequence as soon as possible, or as closely as possible. All right, I'm gonna switch to my. I'm gonna prepare my slammer. Stores slam ER. Target mode is not PP, it should be target of opportunity. Defuse should be instant. Flight, I want it to fly low. And slammer display. Step, steer point. Steer point 1 is a waypoint for waypoint 4, enter. Steer point number 2 is a waypoint for waypoint 5. So what I'm doing is I'm setting up the slammer to engage those steer points, meaning ang mangyari is liliko siya to avoid those SAM ranges na pinakita ko sa inyo kanina. Okay, so we're just traveling down this path. 2 is not here yet. Let's look at my harm screen here. Make sure that we have range on everything. I'm looking at my right air radar as well. I don't see any threats yet, at least. Traveling around 350 knots, and I'm waiting for my my team, my flight. Rejoin formation, or actually, ang gawin natin is finger 4 tayo.
Go finger 4.
Okay. I'm now on my designated course. I believe so, at least. I still don't have any threats on my radar. So that's good. There's us. Annalyn Bitare has liked the stream. Maraming salamat, Annalyn. There's a mud spike 11 o'clock. I don't see it. So I'm just going to continue on course here. Again, we need to watch out for enemy SAMs. Right? Yun yung alam natin from the intelligence given to us. So we're just going to continue down this course. Bagalan lang natin. What? So it looks like... Oh yeah, shit. There's enemy contacts. Or what I think are enemy contacts. Okay, yep. Here we go. We have enemies. There are 27 mics away. I see them. They're not beyond visual range. I can see them. There's a pack of 3. We don't have any friendlies here, so I'm sure those are enemy fighters. So let's get the drop on them. Radar contact. Locking in. Okay, he's in range. Speed up a little bit to catch up to them. I'll ask my wingman to engage bandits in a bit. Okay, I lost them. Medyo mabilis, ah. I lost radar contact. Okay, bilisan na lang natin. I'm pretty sure I can catch up to them. Also within my course line, I hope I don't have to worry about the SAMs yet. There it is. There's the contacts again. I don't think I should lose them 20 miles away.
Contact bearing 301.25.
I got them on my radar here.
Contact bearing 302.25.
Okay. We're banking left.
Contact bearing 299.24.
19 miles. I will have my my wingman engage in a bit, but I want to be in range myself. The radar lock.
Contact bearing 294.20.
16 miles. I should be in range shortly. F-18C. Yes, it is the F-18C, Mr. Ibrahim. 14 mics. I should be in range soon. Engage bandits.
Engage bandits. Contact bearing 290.18.
Switching to my AMRAMs. Lost radar lock. See if I can catch on to them. Using ACM. In range, Fox 3. Missile away. Switching back to the other Fox 3. Switching to another weapon. Let's go for this one. ACM. Fox 2. He's deploying flares. Come on, Sidewinder, do your thing. Boom! Splash 1. Okay, it looks like we destroyed them. There's that one going down.
Contact bearing 345. On spike, 3 o'clock.
Flight, engage bandits, please.
Flight, engage bandits.
Okay, so we got the drop on those guys, which is good.
Copy.
I'm gonna
Engaging bandits. On spike, 9 o'clock.
disengage. Okay.
Flash 1.
Oh, I got blown up. Damn. That sucks. Well, anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be jumping to another slot, which is this. There was a SAM launch that we weren't aware of. So, let's hover for a bit. Make sure there are no more aerial threats before we proceed. Otherwise, ulitin natin to mission, which is not cool, bro. There was a SAM launch. I'll check that out later. Click on designate. Alright. And I will do the sequencing in a bit. But right now, let me hover for a bit so I can set up properly. Sequence. Alright. We're good. Arm override. The RWR is on. Okay. My trim is messed up again. I need to fix this and make sure I'm not incapable of attacking aerial threats. Look at my slammer. Target of mode is target of opportunity. Flight is low. E-fuse is instant. And let's check out the slammer display. Slammer display mission is displayed right here, so that's good. Let's proceed on course. Paramedic hold. So what I need to do is set the steer points again. Steer point 1 is a waypoint at waypoint 4. Steer point 2 is a waypoint at waypoint 5. Alright. So let's just wait for that to warm up. But I'm going to switch to harms now. I'm going to switch to EW. And I'm going to be using my harms to eliminate some radar threats before we proceed. So, okay, we'll need to go back that course line. Let's climb. Harm target of opportunity mode. Oh, let's see if we can get some SAMs out of the picture. Dahil yun naman yung problema natin. So on my EW screen, okay, so there's a contact there, but I'm out of range. So I'm gonna climb. Disengage the barrel hold.
Contact bearing 2. On spike, 1 o'clock.
Contact, engage, flight. Bandits.
Flight. Engage bandits.
There is...
Unable. 2.
I have an SA-8.
336.130.
Okay, so I have a lock on an SA-8. But let's see if I can destroy it.
53074230.
I have 2 SA-8s actually, I think. I have, yeah, I have several. A to G mode. It looks like it's lost. Okay, let's just follow this path. Let's make sure. Yes, our goal is to deliver the Slam ER or launch the Slam ER and get the hell out of here. There's an SA-8 here. I could take care of this one, I think. If I get enough distance, that is. Daniel Knott, how's it going, man? Daniel Knott is now following. Thank you so much, sir. So I need to follow this course line and launch the slammer in range of the target. I'm doing well, Daniel Knott. Okay, so I want to destroy that launcher over there. Let me climb to a sufficient altitude because the the harms also need that height. Otherwise, we won't be able to venture into enemy territory. We need to take care of these SAMs first. Harm. Oh shit, need to bug out. Shaffing. The dispensers are off, I think. Fuck. This is tricky. Let's switch to self-protection mode. Let's just bait the SAMs into firing at us. And then from there we could just take a snapshot and launch. I think that's the easiest way to go.
Contact bearing 3-2. On spike, 1 o'clock.
Let's switch to slam the RS now. Okay, follow this force line. Time to ramp Angel Study. Farm, Magnum.
Contact bearing 000.100.
Dive. Make sure that missile doesn't get us. I fired off a snapshot of my harm. I hope hopefully that gets him. So I'm moving away for a little bit, engaging barometric hold to make sure that missile is on target. It looks like it's gonna get it. It did launch at us, so my harm was able to lock onto that signature. And it looks like that is the launcher that we were looking for, and that is shot. Alright, so 1 down. Let's go back to mission. Multiple infantry units killed as well. So again, the SAM footprint in this area is pretty crazy. So we really need to stick to this these waypoints. Let's see if I can do target of opportunity again. Hopefully I can, because it's just simpler.
Contact bearing 005.100.
Okay, so let's here. I need to follow that course line and deploy the harm. Sorry, the slammer when it's in range at least. Okay, this needs to be followed very carefully. All right, we're good. There's more threats here. Need to bug out again. This is tough. It's not. It's super tough to notch. Don't worry, we'll get it. So I think we're no longer being locked in. So I can go back to my. I can go back to notching. Bait that SAM to fire at us, hopefully. There's an 8-8 signature over there, so let's see. Farm, Magnum. Then we need to break. Okay, disengage. Chaffing as well. And just loiter around here for a bit, just to make sure that we are safe. Hold. Okay, OSA. Okay, there we go. That is taken care of. So now we can deliver the package, guys. So our actual mission. Okay, let's kill the music first. I think the threat is over, so no need for more drama.
Contact bearing 002.100.
Turn off my.
Contact bearing 343.100.
Okay, let's go get back on track here. So let's do a climbing turn. I want to be at Angels 20 at least for this this launch. 10,000 pounds of fuel, still good. I'm always worried about fuel. Okay, so waypoint 6. My wingman's right there. Alright, you're good. Let's go. My trim is again messed up. We can safely navigate this corridor now. I think we've eliminated the 2 SAMs that prevented us from going further inland. Okay, so let's climb to Angels 20. Passing Angels 11. Steady climb. And I could do a heading select at this point, I think.
Contact bearing 003.100.
So the waypoint is, we're currently 15,000 feet.
Contact bearing
And
343.100.
if you can see here, we are 204 miles to target. That's not going to happen. The missile is going to navigate, that corridor himself. Our job is to walk the missile in, basically. Lakad lang natin, lapit lang natin siya ng konti. Alright, so climbing. Angels 17, Angels 18 now. Flight. Rejoin formation. Actually, formation finger 4.
Flight. Go finger 4.
Okay, so I can ease off now. We're currently at 20,000 feet. This is the altitude I want to be at. Okay. Autopilot engage for a barrow hold. Okay, so we're gonna navigate this corridor. And again, our goal right now is to destroy that target, which is like hundreds of miles away from us, over 100 miles away. Not hundreds, not hundreds of miles, but over 100 miles away. And the only opportunity for us to do this is if we go through this corridor right here. So because there are SAM launchers everywhere, so we cleared out yung harap. We cleared out 2 surface-to-air missile launchers, but now it's time for us to deploy our slammer. So let me configure my slammer to make sure this is working correctly. My slam ER. Slammer is ready. Slammer display. Okay. Flight low, E-fused instantaneous. Distance to terminal activation will be 10. Slammer display, release type. I want manual release. Target of opportunity, mode, mission. These are the coordinates. And we have steer points active. Alright, so I think that's good. So we just need to... okay, so now we have a countdown timer. So on my HUD, you can see that there's like symbology that says TMR. It basically means that time to maximum range. So it's we're going to be 9 minutes away from our maximum range, to fire the SLAM ER. And we just need to be careful because we can't deviate too much from this course line because this corridor is riddled with surface-to-air missile threats. So we cleared out a couple. We cleared out a cap as well, kanina. Although one of our F-18s was shot down. So we are the contingency. There's my wingman to my 5 o'clock. Let me adjust my heading a little bit here. And let's accelerate to around 350 knots. After I launched the SLAM ER, and again, for those of you who just joined in, the SLAM ER is this weapon right here. For all intents and purposes, it's a cruise missile. And, it has the ability to navigate using GPS. So, naglagay ako ng steer points. What it's going to do is avoid, contact with any surface-to-air missile threats. And hopefully engage that target from over 100 miles away. So, this is one of the, I guess, most accurate missiles in the Navy's arsenal. and I'm happy to be able to test it today. It's been I did a tutorial on it, but of course a combat mission is different from it. So we are currently Angels 20 or 20,000 feet. Time to maximum range is 5 minutes. We need to fly this course for around 20 minutes or so, and from there deploy the slammer. And then after that we are back to base, and then we're just gonna observe the target either via data link feed on our DDI, or just like intelligence reporting from other assets in the area. So this guy just needs to protect me from any aerial threats if there's any more. I'm gonna be the surgeon. This is surgical strike. It was messy. We lost an F-18, but at the same time we were able to splash 3 bandits, which is pretty cool. So the role play in this particular scenario, if you guys just joined us, is that a B-1 Lancer has been shot down over enemy territory. There's a Russian recovery crew on the site, and we can't afford to have them take that away, because of course the classified information in that aircraft, the technology available, they might be able to I don't know, decipher all of it and use that for their own gain. So not acceptable to the US military. That's why they sent us. Alright, we're properly trimmed. Time to maximum range is 4 minutes. We're gonna follow this course line. After I deploy my my Slam ER, I'm gonna fly below deck just to make sure that I don't engage with any more SAM threats. Adjusting my heading now to follow this course line. Here we go. 3 minutes to maximum range. We are flying at 390 knots. We're still good with fuel. 9,510 pounds of fuel. So I'm also carrying an external fuel tank. I've deployed both my harms. I don't have it. I have AMRAMs. I have a data link pod on the side. All I'm carrying, man. So that should be good to go in a bit. Alright, so we're now deep in enemy territory. If I stray too much to the right, we are going to be in range of SAM batteries to the right, same to the left. So we basically just opened up this corridor to have a narrow opportunity to launch this SLAM ER. So let's put an HSI here then, para we can see it. So target designated as waypoint number 6, which is marked by this one. It is 166 miles away. It's crazy. The range of this missile is crazy. As with most, I would say, cruise missiles, right? So our TMR, or time to maximum range, is 2 minutes and 21 seconds. We are cruising at 374 knots. I could increase that a little bit more, but I'm aiming for fuel efficiency. I'm pretty far from Mother, which is the USS Abraham Lincoln. So here we go. Let's see what happens, man. Time to maximum range is 1 minute and 55. I should be in range shortly. I'm following this very specific corridor right here. I can't stray too far to the right and too far to the left after I launch my Islam ER. I would need to fly below deck for a bit. Alright, so you can see the symbology on my DDI right here. It drew a circle around the target, and as we cross that circle, or when we cross that circle, we can deploy our Islam ER, which is pretty fun. That's the fun part. So 1 minute to 22 to time to maximum range, which means that we are going to be crossing this line right here in about a minute and 22. Stand by. That was messier than I expected. The cat really messed me up. I think a missile shot down one of the F-18s I was controlling earlier. Alright, time to maximum range is 57 seconds. Get ready to launch. I have a couple of radar signatures here, and those are not good. So here I have a BB, which is an enemy SAM. I have a BB to my, I would say like 7 o'clock position as well. And a bunch of other things. So we can't deviate at all. Time to maximum range is 35 seconds. Slam ER, let's just check it. It's ready. AG mode is active. It is on station 8, which is correct. Coordinates have been entered. And we should be good to go in a bit. Alright. 20 seconds to TMR. I'll be deploying shortly, and I'll be bugging out because there are a bunch of Russian Navy ships in that bay right there. I can't stray too far. Alright. And I'm going to be rifling it off. We are now... should be in range. Time to maximum range it's in 0 seconds. And we are INRNG, which means that we are in range. So I'm going to wait a little bit here while we're, I'm going to wait for us to be well within that. Because I don't want to waste it. That's 140 miles away, the target. So imagine how crazy the range of this missile is. Okay, I can do this now. And slam ER. Rifle. Slam ER away. And it's fire and forget. It's going to do its thing. And now it's time for us to bug out of here. Alright. Okay, so let's go. Dive back down. Kill my throttle. And now just float back down. Fly below deck. $16,000 feet. Okay, so we're heading back the opposite direction now. So we should return to base now, and just wait for that slam ER to hit the target. So that's how crazy that range is for that missile. And also, it extends the range of the Hornet. You know, if you want to destroy static targets, and even moving targets, sometimes you can use the slam ER for that. So let's fly below deck here while I adjust my trim. I still need to follow this corridor, as I said.
Altitude. Altitude.
Trim is messed up because I deployed my my slam ER, which was on my right pylon, and now I'm let's fly this heading. So we're gonna watch that missile later, but I think we're probably gonna be landing on the carrier first before that missile hits. It has got to travel a long distance. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I'm flying below deck, hopefully below 1,000 feet here. There we go. So this is good. It's good enough. Parametric hold. And I will be setting my heading again. To make sure that you're following the correct point. There we go. We're at 610 feet. Alright. There's my wingman. Still high. Let's accelerate to around 350 knots so we can make time, to back to the ship. So at this point, I'm going to be setting up my TACAN, which is Tactical Air Navigation. Allows me to find my way back to the carrier. On. The TACAN for the Abraham Lincoln is 71. On. And TACAN active here. We are also going to activate ILS or ICLS. The channel for the TACAN for, the ILS for the Abraham Lincoln is 11. I'll put that in. Show ILS on my HUD. Alright, so let's do a check. We're just flying below deck here, just to make sure that we minimize the risk of a SAM strike or a SAM locking to us. Because again, this area is riddled with them. Medyo maraming surface-to-air missiles in this area. So this is the missile that we fired. It's doing its thing. It's gonna cruise all the way to the target. It's $500,000 per missile. That's the unit cost as of I think the current year. That's the reason why we need to be really, really careful when we launch that. So I double check the mission and everything else. So all of that is good. So let's just cruise on along here. As soon as we exit this landmass, I could accelerate and climb to around 2,000 feet, and then contact Mother for a landing. And from there, we should be watching. We should be watching that missile hit. Okay, there's my wingman. We're flying very low here. 600 feet. Turn off our external lights now. Exterior lights. on our way back. The or the Abraham Lincoln is 100 miles away, so I think we should still be good with fuel. We're 838 pound, 8,300 pounds of fuel. Let's throttle down a little bit for fuel efficiency. 400 knots is fast enough. Paulo Oliveira has liked the stream. Hey Paulo, how's it going, man? Kamusta? Hey man, here. Take a look at our missile again. For those of you just joined in, we ventured deep into enemy territory to launch a SLAM ER, which is this ordnance that you're looking at here. So the target that we launched at is around 150 miles away. We ventured deeper into enemy territory so we could launch it. We got rid of a flight of MiG-29s. We lost a Hornet in the process, but we got rid of a couple of SAM sites as well. So as long as we hit that target, the target is a down B-1 Lancer. We can't afford that aircraft to fall into enemy hands. So that's the reason why we're here, man. All right. So just looking at the nice scenery here in the Caucasus region, Russian-controlled territory. We're 93 miles away from the Abe. All right. Check our missile out. I added steer points to that missile so it could avoid SAM ranges as well. So that's the beauty of it. I programmed it earlier on my DDI. It's pretty convenient. Right, so approaching a city right here. Stay low until we exit this landmass, and we're safe from SAM threats. 450 knots, 8,000 pounds of fuel. We should be good. We're only 89 miles away from the carrier. At 50 knots, at 50 miles, I'll be contacting for inbound. Oh, cool! I can see my helmet. That's pretty cool. Okay, so just flying really low here. Okay. So we're about to exit the landmass. I see, the mountains there, kanina. Let's take control. And let's climb to 2,000 feet. Check our missile again. Still a way to go for that missile. But it would tell us, the DCS will tell us if it hit the target. Actually, I think I can even do a live feed as soon as it gets a terminal.
Mud spike, 3 o'clock.
That's not good. There's a mud spike.
2, mud spike, 8 o'clock.
Oh shit. Just stay low for a little bit. Just got 2,000 feet. Let me set up my stores. DL13. There's the feed. UFC. Channel. Station 8. Yung ginamit natin when we launched that SLAM ER. 3,200 feet. We're 7,000 pounds of fuel. We're 78 miles away from the Abe. We're far from home, but yeah, should give us some time to do some observation as well. AP. Hold that. Arrow hold. It's a town right there. The Caucasus is really beautifully rendered. I just don't go this low whenever I do F-18 missions. I like to do it from time to time. It's nice. Our SLAM ER. It's approaching that other landmass. It should turn at some point. But man, that weapon is crazy good. TACAN 71 X 71 miles away from Abe, and we're almost safe. Let me check my tactical map in terms of where the missile is currently. It looks like it's here. See, it's crossing over, and then it's gonna hit you know, this target right here. It will steer itself to that position if it follows the coordinates that I gave it earlier. All right, 69 miles to Abe. Let's adjust our heading now. AP heading select. Let's do 10 mics. 7 miles away. Lapit na. Let me slow down to 350 knots here. Slam ER is still incoming. $66 miles to the Abe. Okay, 350 knots, that's perfect. We're at 2,000 feet, which is good. Alright, so you can see the Slam ER turning now to you know, the designated waypoint that I provided it in the mission. I programmed it kanina dun sa DDI ko if hindi nyo siya nakita. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty nifty how it can do that. Okay, 60 miles away from the Abe. At 50 mics, I'm gonna call inbound. Let's do that again. TACAN off. 71 on. And enter. Okay, should be there. 56 miles away. There's my missile. It's entering terminal phase now. Let's look at it in this view. It's very close to target. See? So we're headed back home. Sabay lang tayo. I should probably reach the carrier in a bit, and you know, that missile is gonna hit its target. So that's what the beauty of the Slam ER is. I love it. I love it. It's fun launching it. Not fun getting shot at by enemy aircraft and SAMs, but at the same time it was fulfilling when I launched it. Skimming low, and we'll just wait for that. 52 miles away, which is good. Lapit na. Throttling down to 50 knots, and then we're gonna radio inbound.
Marshall 010. Marking mops 325-450. Angels 2. Holding hands with 011. Low state 5.4.
Ray Aquinos like the stream. Salamat, Ray. Maraming salamat.
010. Mother's weather is visibility 10 plus mile. Scattered clouds.
Expected BRC is 268.
Altimeter is 29993. Case 1 recovery. Expected BRC
29993.
Report see me at 10.
010.
Our CSIL, or yung course that we need to intercept, is 263. Enter. And target off. Alright, so there's the carrier. I will now switch over to that heading, so we can meet them there. Okay. Just got a quick view of our missile right here. It's approaching the target, slowly but surely. 44 mics away from the Abe. And the next radio call that we're going to be doing to Mother is see them at 10, which means that we are within 10 miles of them. Let's do 350 knots here and turn towards the bow of the ship. That's good. Slammy R is still cruising. It's almost there, and it looks like it's on track. Hopefully, I launch it within the maximum, range of it. I should be able to hit that target with ease. All right, so let's get some music going. On our way home, holding hands with 011, who is my wingman. So if you could see my HSI here, the symbology right here is the TACAN source, which is the Abraham Lincoln. 2,000 feet, we're going to descend 800, circle back around, brake, and then land, hopefully, on the deck, safely. Those Russians are in for a surprise. Let's fence in now. Master arm off. AG mode off. We're 32 miles away from target. Still good with fuel. Low state is 6.5. Radio altimeter shortly. It's approaching the target grid. About the same time as we're going to be doing our break, but I want to observe it just to make sure I accomplish my mission, obviously. Dispenser is off as well. This feed is not working. It should give me the feed on terminal phase for the missile for battle damage assessment for somebody's on Iron Going. So 28 mics away. 27 miles away from the Abe, 26 miles away from the Abe. Cruise missile is approaching the grid. 25 mics away, 380 knots. This is perfect. We still have good fuel. Turn my formation lights. And let's Christmas tree. Okay. 23 miles from the carrier group. Missile still traveling. That has crazy range, I have to say. So here it is. If you could look at it on this grid, this dot right here is where the missile is, and it's about to approach that target point. Using the GPS coordinates that we set on our waypoints, and I fed to it. It's pretty crazy stuff. Technology's crazy, man. 20 mics from the Abe, 339 knots. I don't think we're gonna get a feed here, so whatever. Let's just put our HUD here. 40 knots. 18 miles away. Lapit na tayo. I think I already see it, man. I think I already see the missile. And I see the battle group over there, too. That's the Abraham Lincoln battle group over there. Cluster of ships, I should say. It's 50 mics away. And there is the target. The missile is now going to enter terminal phase. That's the down B-1B Lancer. Let me just check my aircraft. 14 mics away. It's perfect. Scale down to 5. Go back to the missile. Entering terminal phase. $12 mics away. 11. At 10, I'm gonna radio in. I see the battle group, which is good. There's the Lancer. I see it burning. It's going terminal now. 10 mics. See you at 10.
010. See you at 10.
There's the Lancer. Missile is on track. Surprise! Boom! B1B destroyed. Infantry destroyed. Everything else is destroyed there. So that's pretty cool. Let's assess that damage over there. If we fly low, we should be able to see it. Nope, I'm in the wrong spot. We got a shot, but it was destroyed. Good shoot. Alright, so let's do a break. There's the carrier group. Update state. And we can enter the pattern because we've been told to switch to tower. Turning off music for now. I need to concentrate on landing because I'm not particularly good at landing.
Tower 010. Overhead Angels 2. Holding hands with 011. Flow state 4.5.
010. Tower, roger. BRC 263. Signal is Charlie.
010.
Okay, 11 is still holding hands with me. Going down to around 800 feet here for the pattern entry. There's the carrier group. There's actually 2 carriers. The other one is an LHA, so I probably shouldn't confuse myself there. Okay, in the pattern, I need to do another pass, then make a high G turn in front of the bow of the ship, and then land from there. And there's the Abe. Pass by you guys in front, then I just need to check the deck. Okay, should be good. There they are. They're super tightly packed, which is annoying. I don't see anyone there, which is good. I'm 1 mic away. I will break. No one there. We're good. Break 3.6 Gs. Alright, here we go. That should take me close to the carrier. There she is. See it? And it's about placing the gear down now. Red Rivera's like the street. Maraming salamat. Hook up, hook down as well. It's about trimming at this point. Okay, I want to be at 600 feet for the brake. Some people do a hot shit brake, right? In the sense that they can turn very, very well. There we go. Flaps down all the way. False. So here is where it gets tricky. I need to manage this. I usually end up like 3 miles away from the carrier. There we go. We're on speed. We're on Okay, climb, climb, climb. It's 400 feet. Give me at least 600 feet or something. We are configured. Yes, we are. So, should start turning in. I super respect the people who couldn't do carrier landings so well. It's so hard. Probably some of the hardest things I have to do on a video game. All right, here we go. There we go. Too far to the right. Of course, we're gonna need to decrease our speed here for obvious reasons. So we're gonna. Reduce speed, please. There we go. Thank you. Fly the needle now. Start turning. Meet that needle. Okay, so here we go. Start turn. It's a lot of throttle play now at this point. There we are. I think we're a little low. So there we go, let's correct that.
Come left. A little come left. Power. Power. Power, power, power. Power.
Yes! Wire number 4. Okay, landed safely. Hook up. Hook up. Fuller wings. Okay, so that's done. We should see our wings folding in a bit, flaps up as well, and now we should get out of the box. Nose wheel steering engaged. Let's go. Not the best landing, but it works, so we're safely on board. We're back home. We destroyed the target. Mission accomplished. We scratched 3 enemy planes in this mission. We destroyed 2 SAM sites. We destroyed the down B-1B Lancer, which was our main objective. Right. Emergency brakes on. Throttle down. That's what I need to do here. I need to fence in. I'm already fenced in. My radar, I need to turn it off. INS needs to be on CV because we're on the carrier. And I can, turn off my right engine at this point. I can turn off my left engine as well. Tell the ground crew to put my wheel chocks in.
Chief, place the wheel chocks. Copy.
Wheel chocks are in place. And I can open the canopy now. Alright guys, we are on deck. We safely landed on the Abraham Lincoln. I caught wire number 4, which is not the best wire to catch. I prefer wire number 3. I was out of alignment. It took me time to trim. It doesn't matter. I mean, we're back, on deck, like I said. It was a very successful mission. There's my wingman. He caught wire number 3. Much better than I did. Much better naval aviator than I am. But yeah, pretty good. So yeah, dudes, I mean, we are back here. For those of you who are just joining us, we deployed from the USS Abraham Lincoln on this mission to destroy a high-value asset that crashed. It crashed in enemy-controlled territory hundreds of miles away, and the only way to get to it is for us to launch and get deep within enemy territory, launch what we call a SLAM-ER, which is a standoff land attack missile, expanded response. And what happened there was that we were met with some caps. We destroyed those, aircraft, and we got shot down in that process. So one of our F-18s got shot down in that process. We eliminated 2 SAM batteries. We ventured deep into enemy territory, and from there we were able to launch, the SLAM-ER in its maximum range, and it hit the B-1B Lancer that was down, preventing it from falling into enemy hands. So yeah, we're safely back into, the safety of the carrier group here. We are 3 Arleigh destroyers, 1 Ticonderoga class cruiser somewhere. Here he is. 1 Tarawa class LHA, which is this one. And of course, the centerpiece of the fleet, not the fleet, but the battle group is the CVN-72, which is the USS Abraham Lincoln. So there you have it, guys. So I'm going to be ending the stream now on behalf of all the flight streamers in the Philippines, all the flight simmers in the world. Continue to consume flight sim content. I know it's not as, I would say action-packed as like first-person shooters and that kind of thing, but dude, it can get pretty exciting. And if you're into realism and, just enjoy aviation, specifically naval aviation when I play stuff like this, yeah, dude, thank you so much for joining me. Continue to consume our content. I would appreciate a follow, a share, and a like. And, that would do it for today. It's a great mission. I love it. Thank you so much, and you have a great rest of the night, and we'll see you again next week. Thank you. Peace.